Let's have Court Part 26. I think, Your Honor, great to see you. Glad we're back. YouTube lawyers, Google lawyers, etc. Great legal minds. The best, I'm sure. Let me continue. I explained more about what the mission was, Your Honor. I'm always the target by the websites, by the millionaires, by the crazy people doing parody, the people stalking me. No problem there with any of the websites, had no problem with any of that. None of those people are banned for life. They're still coming at me today. I have a few of their IP addresses, two of my stalkers, that use alternate accounts, so they think I don't know it's them. I got their IP addresses again, Your Honor. A few days ago? Haven't heard from them since. I wonder why. Smart choice. But I got the screenshots of your comments the other day. I have your IP addresses again. So I can show that you're doing it back then, and you're doing it now still to this day. And you're harassing my viewers, trying to intimate to them that I commit crimes by saying, do you know any crimes Nick has committed? What is that saying to a viewer of mine, someone that trusts me? Oh, Nick's a criminal. So he had to have committed crimes, right? So do you know of any? Can you give us any dirt on him? You're getting a letter. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell. We don't have a positive history. I'm sorry. Anyway. So, Your Honor, I did my thing organically. No publicist route. I went the other way. Publicist route's that way. I went this way. I had the publicist coming after me. And they went the publicist route. Immediately deploy a troll farm as they sat back and watched women get attacked by vile individuals. I can't believe people do that for money. How sad is your life when you'll put aside any moral code or beliefs you have for a paycheck, go online and sexually harass women saying vile sexual shit, insult a dead man, paid for by the dead man's widow, in my opinion, which I think we'll be able to prove via the courts and subpoenas, Your Honor. How they operate, what public relations firms they use, what things they've deployed in the past. That's the type of information I'm looking for. And I think via your authority, Your Honor, we'll attain that information. We'll have direct evidence is my point. Because I don't think in the beginning, they thought I was such a joke in the beginning. I don't think they covered their tracks at all. Except for the cover a website like YouTube gives them. When they say, no one complained. We just found you. Or, we're not sharing who complained with you. Their anonymity is more important than your livelihood, son. That's what they said to me. If I ever wanted, hey, who complained? What was the complaint? What's their name? So I know their motive. If it's one of my stalkers, I know why they're doing it. I can tell law enforcement why they're doing it. I can tell a judge why they're doing it and give them the history. If it's people from a millionaire state via Marty Singer or Kirk Pasick or any of those people via one of their attorneys, I know those attorneys are linked to them. I know exactly where it came from. That's why I need the information. Not to dox anyone, not to go after anyone, for the legal process. That's all. To prove the damage done to me, which there are witnesses to. Many. That's my intent here. That's all, Your Honor. So I went the organic route, pulled myself up by the bootstraps. Isn't that what we tell everyone to do in this country, Your Honor? Don't just sit there on the corner with a hand out. Provide a service. I provided a service in exchange for donations. Didn't force no one to pay. The service was me as a broadcaster, the product, that's me, in action, delivering the type of information they wanted to hear about, which was certain murder cases, that was a mistake to say that. That was wrong to say that. Forgive me, Your Honor. Not murder cases, death investigations, because I'm human, Your Honor, and I know that I could be wrong on some of them, right on some of them, wrong on all of them. I know this, Your Honor, and I've admitted that on camera many times. So death investigations of 4 famous people, maybe 5 specifically, We don't look at every single Hollywood death or famous death. There's really 4 or 5 specifically that we have a problem with that we look at. And we've been trying to dig up information for years about. That was basically the main goal of that, my main channels on this website. I also had backup channels. When I was about to get a channel taken down, or I did get a channel taken down, I could go to a backup channel and try and use. Now they've made that illegal on the website, Your Honor. My punishments transcend one channel. They affect all channels. It never used to be like that. It used to give the broadcaster a chance to clear his name, put some facts out there, explain to his audience what's going on. They used to give you that chance. Now it's like you can't live stream anywhere. We don't care if you earn the right to live stream on 100 other channels, Nick. We say you don't have a positive history on this account, therefore you can't use any of them. Even if you earn the right, Your Honor, even if I work hard, rebuild the audience for a 4th time, Your Honor, from nothing, and then not circulating a damn thing I publish, because that's where I'm at on several websites at this point. I got to rebuild with, after they've stolen everything from me, my entire business, my entire endeavor, my entire reputation. They've taken everything they could possibly take from me. Didn't give a shit if I lived or died. After that, Your Honor, here I am. I'm supposed to rebuild a 4th time, right? Like a good boy, and just, oh well, they ruined my entire business with defamation and lies, and ruined my reputation in the bond of trust with my own. I'm just going to go on in life. I almost did that, Your Honor. I almost did that. And I shouldn't. Because if I took anything away from those people, any of these people I'm describing, they would have a lawyer drawing papers up so fast my head would spin. We all know this. Let's not pretend that's not the case. And not only did they take some from me, they took all from me. From the moment YouTube called me a scammer in front of my audience and potentially millions of people on YouTube. Remember, some of my vids got over 100,000, possibly over 200,000 views. So, Your Honor, imagine 100,000 people over the course of a few days coming to your taken down page. And all it says is, violated scamming and deceptive practices or whatever community got. Everyone sees that. You're now branded a scammer for the rest of your life. No one's going to stop talking about it ever. You're never going to shake that off. Even if you clear your name and everything's restored, people still give you the side eye, Your Honor. Scammer? No, I'm just doing what millions of other people do. They put a Patreon or a PayPal up. They provide content. If people find that content valuable, they send money to support it so they can get more full time. That was the goal, that's all. They took that away from me, Your Honor. Now, that's why I don't have time all day to make 5 videos. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's people all over the world that make their money from television. Actors, news anchors, opinion shows, millions of people that just sit there and talk on camera and make millions of dollars. So don't act like there's something nefarious or wrong with this. And that's always the shade they try and throw at me. Is Sean Hannity doing something wrong? Why? Because he got hired by a corporation that makes it legal and what I do not legal? No, I'm broadcasting, I'm doing something, I'm doing some work and research, etc., providing information to the public. Yeah, I deserve to be paid, just like you deserve to be paid for your job. That's simple. And if no one cares and no one wants to support it, well, then I just go off. No, there's no interest. But we all know that's not true. The interest dwindled as they labeled me a scammer, defame me, take my main channel away. Now people don't know where to find me. Thousands of people, Your Honor. I had 10,000 subscribers. Have no idea what happened. Then I got to go on camera and explain what happened. As people come to me and say, we saw where YouTube just called you a scammer, Nick. What's up with that? I had to explain that to people that trusted me, Your Honor. That's my reputation ruined for life by a $1 trillion corporation who could care less. That's what it comes down to. From that moment forward, it was never the same. Unfortunately. the money that came in, the interest. My name was now sullied. So people always had to wonder, oh, wow, is that stuff true about that guy? Because we don't know him personally. We didn't grow up with him. People are saying it all over the internet. Scammer, scammer, scammer. No one ever had any evidence, though, Your Honor. Never once. Not once. Nothing. Yet it was said 1 million times on the internet, so it must be true, right? You know, Your Honor, how humans are. They hear something 1 million times on the internet, they automatically believe it. 90% of them. Most people do not care to ever look into, oh, he's a scammer. Yeah, I heard about that guy. He's a scammer. Don't trust him. Don't support what he's doing. Don't support his business. YouTube said he was a scammer. Nah, no more donations for that guy. That was the point, Your Honor. With the troll farm, with everything, the smearing of my name on Twitter, Facebook, etc., wherever these people are and their minions are. It's all a fun and game. The homeless joke. Again, why? If I was such a homeless joke, Your Honor, why I got 5 parody channels about me? Why do I have a $20 million estate coming at me with public relations firm trolls, harassing women with sexual comments? Why do I have shutdown after shutdown? When I defend people, when the trolls show up, start cursing, saying vile things, Nick defends people. And he's the bad guy, right? I didn't hire a bunch of vile individuals that'll just throw their morals and principles aside and troll for the subject they're paid to troll for. Whether it's sexually harassing women, whether it's saying vile stuff about a dead person, they put it all aside. My paycheck depends on this. Okay, Bolf, you want me to insult dead people? You want me to sexually harass women? Okay, Bolf, I got you. Typing away. Typing away. Morals, principles, right out the fucking window. Just give me the subject, Bolf, and I'll type about it. That's it. That's what you do. How do you sleep at night? I couldn't do it. You think I couldn't work for a political organization and troll all day? I'd be the most brilliant troll ever. I'd be infamous, excuse me. Because I understand this game, son. I could take that easy money. They would hire me like that. Trust me. Make a nice salary. Wouldn't have to do none of this shit. I can't do it. I can't work for any political organization that puts a talking point script in front of me, go on the internet and write these talking. What if I don't agree with this one? We don't care. You work for us. Any organization is going to do that. Any organization you're going to do, they're going to one day ask you to do something you're not comfortable with. That's just the nature of it. You either do it for the paycheck, compromise yourself, your morals and principles, or walk out and have morals and principles. Those are your choices in life. So these dudes that troll and just whatever script is put, whoever they are asked to go after, okay, Bolf, I'm just an empty shell of a human being. I don't need principles or morals. Paycheck. Nice car, nice house. Who cares about that guy? How I'm putting him on the street, ruining his business, on the orders of millionaires. I gotta make a living, right? And I'm the bad guy, right, Your Honor? Not the person behind the cell phone or the computer trolling for millionaires, sexually harassing women. They're the good guys, right? That's what you're gonna all try and come into court with, right? The estate, that you're the good guys that deploy that stuff. Of course you will. You're not the good guys and you know it. That's why you need these underhanded tactics. That's why you need to hire public relations firms or use your own. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll find out via the courts. Don't worry. We all know what was done. There was witnesses to it. Everybody knows. I even sent a message to YouTube once, many years ago. I forgot about it, Your Honor. I just remembered yesterday because things are coming back to me. I sent them a message about one specific troll who had about 200 accounts already pre-made just to troll, just to say vile, disgusting things to women, anyone. This was the most vicious of them all. I'm not even going to name them. Write YouTube a note. This person is costing me money. Why aren't you getting rid of him? He says the most vile, disgusting things. I go do a little research on your website. I find about 200 accounts with the same name, used for no pictures, nothing, used for absolute trolling. That's all they're for. And believe me, the website knows they're there. They didn't care. I plead with them. This person is costing me money. If I was costing you money, what would you do, YouTube? You know what you would do. And even when I'm not costing you money, no one sued you. I know that over me. They know better. So don't use that bullshit. So they didn't cost you shit. But I'm pleading with you. This vile troll that's sexually harassing any woman he can find or saying the most vile shit he can think of, who has no principles or morals, might as well be an automaton. Doing it for a rich family, or maybe he's part of the rich family. I don't know. IP addresses would help with that. I pleaded with YouTube, sent them a message. Did they respond to it? No. Could they have cared? No. They didn't care about sexual harassment of my female viewers and vile sexual. They cared about getting Nick off their platform. Obviously by their actions, by allowing that troll farm or those trolls to be deployed and say the things over and over and never do anything about it. So this is how the social media game works, Your Honor. Deployment of troll farms against your rival channels, against people you don't like. If you've got the money to pay for it, you can make it happen, and the websites will let you make it happen. They know exactly what it looks like. They've been in a game a long time. They don't care. Brings their metrics up. Maybe some firms pay the websites. I don't know. I'd have to look into that. Do they pay for permission to be allowed to deploy things like that? Does this website charge a fee? I don't know. Or is it just one of those situations where we all just walk around and pretend in this game, you people that are just trying to get famous, we all pretend that, 60% of your audience isn't fake. We all pretend that none of this stuff exists. This internet manipulation in order for when rubes come to you for the first time, wow, this person's successful. Their vid's got 700,000 views. Wow. 90,000 subs. Wow, I gotta check this out. Never did any of that, Your Honor. Never bought any bots. I wanted to do it organically, and I'm one of the few people in this life that broke through a ceiling organically, and no one could stand it, man. They saw that. They saw what was capable, what was possible, just from one guy who went from homeless to a business, making a living, just like America keeps telling us, right, Your Honor? Despite troll farms deployed against me, despite shutdown after shutdown after shutdown. Do you understand how certain people had to trust me for me to even make it for 4 years or however long I managed to make it? If I didn't have a few people in it, individuals, not many, Your Honor, because after you get painted a scammer by two of the biggest companies, Google and YouTube, maybe they're the same company, I don't even know. The biggest companies on earth. What's as big as YouTube? What's as big as Google? Nothing. When you get painted a scammer, Your Honor, by basically God of the internet, no one can take on their money and their power and clout. They're God. They dictate who liveth and who they liveth, excuse me. They dictate, what is given and what is taken away. They are all powerful. No one can touch them. Well, I'm willing to try. They've underestimated me before in the beginning. That's why they pulled all these moves. They thought I was a right-wing nut job joke, which is exactly what I wanted. Take me as a joke at your peril. And they've learned that now. Believe me. That's why they're so irked by me, Your Honor. They couldn't even leave me 400 views of vid on my other channel. They couldn't let me have my little bullshit live streams that are hardly circulated, I guarantee it. Where just my core people, we come back and talk about it sometime. They couldn't even let me have that. That was too much for the $1 trillion YouTube, the $1 trillion Google, the $20 million estate, and others to let this guy have. Do you know how disgusting that is? And I take that very personally now. And I almost walked away from this and didn't try and hold any of these people responsible. That was a dumb thing for me to ever attempt. This needs to be done. A reckoning needs to happen. There's been several reckonings as people woke up and realized, oh yeah, everything they're saying online about him is total bullshit. He's none of those things they've painted him to be. Otherwise, he'd be, locked up. He'd be charged, he'd be getting sued, cease and desist, all kinds of stuff, legal trouble. Like most people have. All the shady bullshit in their past. This arrest, that arrest. You know what I mean? I don't have none of it. Zero. Goose egg. Let me just say this, Your Honor. When you go to a social media account and you see 3 million followers, you got to expect a good percentage of them are fake. And I'm not saying no one's organic at those levels, but it's very rare. It's very rare to be organic at all. This is Hollywood to a lot of people, Your Honor, just being on YouTube or Twitter or whatever on video. This is their big moment on camera as other people watch them. They're willing to do anything for that. Fame and fortune and money. You can get it on social media too if that's what you're looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. I just wanted to run my business and go about my day. I didn't want to deal with troll farms and evil estates and stalkers and crazy people and anyone I blocked or dared, say, I don't want you in my life anymore. Go on vendettas to ruin me via this website. Then when I would defend myself against channels that only talked about me, Your Honor, all day. Again, I must be a celebrity, right? I've got, 5 channels talking about me. That's all they do is insult Nick all day with no facts to back one thing up. Yet they're allowed to remain up, call me a rapist and murderer without the word allegedly, opinion, or theory. Nothing to back it up. YouTube leaves that up as whatever. Oh, you were mean to some people that came to troll about a song you posted that another guy wrote? Oh, we got to take you down. This crazy person over here calling you a rapist and murderer in the title? That's no problem. What are you talking about? No, that's defamation. And that's unfair. And again, YouTube, Your Honor, YouTube didn't just find this stuff. This individual that was calling me a rapist and murderer. No qualifying statements to go with it. As sick people cheered him on in the comment section. Let him put his face and his presence, his life on the line by saying, spouting defamation for others, because others wanted to hurt me and take my business away. And I have screenshots to prove that, Your Honor. I have screenshots of a group of people, every time they had a falling out, group of people that had been trolling me, stalking me, and trying to ruin me for years. Text messages or emails they would send me every time this group would have a falling out and start hating each other again, because they're snakes, Your Honor, excuse me. Strike that. I have messages. We're sorry. We were wrong. I hate that person. They're a liar. After they all schemed together, conspired together to ruin me with lies. By trolling, contacting my viewers, trying to paint me in a negative light, talking to them. Hurt my business. Everything was aimed at the money. Everybody knew where to go. What to go after. Because the example was set by the Chris Cornell estate. They knew. They were the first to know and realize. Target the money and he's gone. And we never see him again. He starves to death on the street. Forget about it. He's probably some ex-meth head or something. Nope. Never did meth once in my life. Never even seen it in my presence. That's how squeaky clean this guy is. So the estate set the example via the trolling campaign and everything they did. The person used out of context statements to try and paint me as a scammer, the person that complained, and I'm pretty sure who that was, Your Honor, and I'm sure subpoenas would prove that as well, but we're not at that phase. These people maliciously painted me a scammer because they knew by targeting the money, it would destroy my business, my reputation, my opportunity in life, my liberty, my freedom. That's not just, hyperbole. When I say liberty and freedom, I'm serious, Your Honor. I'm not just using those words for dramatic effect. That was my right to have that business, and I did not defame people. And yes, some of it was entertainment, some of it was serious info presentation. Some of it was to get the attention in the beginning. I still didn't defame, made sure I never defamed, because I have a moral code that you people do not have. We'll continue this later, Your Honor.